Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic, and I am going to show you today how to fold and put together the pocket size traveler's notebook insert with the tip in. It's a weekly insert and it comes like this, and you can print it double-sided like this. It has 3 different fonts, and there's also a blank version that you can use with stamping or hand lettering or whatever you choose, stickers, etc., etc. But I've had several people ask how to actually put it together. One tip that I can give you is that the inserts are designed for the grid to go with the week, with 1 week. So it means that the grid isn't double-sided for the week. So one side would go for this week, one side will go for this week. Each week gets one side of the grid, and I think a lot of people are trying to use the tip-in as a double-sided. It's not a double-sided tip-in. Each week only gets one side of the tip-in. So that may help you right off the bat. What I've done is gone ahead and I printed 4 double-sided copies of the insert, and again, this is pocket size. I printed 1 that is single-sided, and I just went ahead, just for fun, and printed out a cover of a printable paper that I recently purchased on Etsy. So I'm going to use this to make the cover. So first I'm going to go ahead and cut down the inserts. Trim them down to size. The finished size of the insert is 9 1/4 by 5 1/2. It has very light marks to show you where your folds are. The darker marks on the edges are your cut marks. Once you do your trimming, your fold marks guides will be gone, but I'll show you how you can work with that. Now, of course, you can fold these before you cut. I just choose not to do that. So that's why my fold marks will be gone. And because I use this trimmer just for cutting inserts, I'm just going to go ahead and cut off 4 of the double-sided pages at once. So again, remember it's 9 1/4. So even if I don't see my cut marks, I know where to cut. And they are 5 1/2 inches tall. Now I'm just going to cut the single sheet that's single-sided. Okay, so the single-sided page is going to be the outside. You can use this as your guide to get started with the folding. So you know that each page of pocket size is 3 1/2 inches, and the tip-in or the fold-out part is 2 1/4 inches. So I'm just going to line this up on my mat with approximately 2 1/4 inches and fold at 3 1/2 inches. So you can fold these before you cut them. That way you don't have to do any measuring. I just rather not fold before cutting, just me. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the rest of these and come back and show you how to put it together. Okay, so I have my inside folded. Let's go ahead and... So what you want to do is lay out your spreads with the weekly part of the insert as the spine area. So this will be your spine area. You have to alternate the spreads. Each one of these would be considered a spread. So you alternate the tip-in or fold-out side of the spread. So if your first spread has a tip in on the left. Then your next spread, when you lay it down, the tip in needs to be on the right. Next one, you may have to refold if you folded them all in the same direction like I did. But anyway, the next one, tip in on the left. Next one, tip in on the right. Next one, tip in on the left. Now you can fold your tip in front, back, whichever way you choose. Just remember that only one side of the tip in goes with a week. So I have all the spreads put together with alternating sides for the tip ins. Now you need to go ahead and fold in the tip ins to get an accurate notebook. So this is the interior of our notebook. Set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and cut my cover. And the cover should be 5.5. And I'm going to cut it like a 1/16 of an inch longer. It's usually what I do. Being that it is 3.5 and 3.5, that would be 7 inches wide. I'm not going to really be particular about the pattern, am I? Do I want to cut the other side off? Let's try it. So it's 7, but I'm going to cut it at 7 1/8 because this one has the fold out. I'm not going to be able to trim the edges on the final notebook. So I'm going to make my cover a little bit wider. Let's see, maybe 3/16 wider. So 7 3/16. I'll trim that off. And now I'm going to fold this in half. Use my bone folder to make my crease. And if you see what I mean, I probably could have went ahead and done 7 1/4 inches, but this will work. Those few 1/16 of an inch help cover the edge, the folded edge, since we wouldn't be able to trim that off. So now I'm going to go ahead and find my center points so that I can staple these. Where's my good pencils? Still packed. So there's the center. Then I need to find the center of that. And you don't have to do all this. This is just what I do. I try to do things the right way when I'm showing you how to do it. And it's up to you if you choose to go through all this or not. I had it right. So these two here are where my staples would go. And just in case you didn't get that, when you're stapling your notebook together, you find the center of the notebook and then the center of the two halves that you make when you find the center. So that would be the center of this portion is here, the center of this portion is here, and that's where you staple, technically. But of course, like I said, you do not have to do that. It's just what I do. And I'm going to go ahead and clip these. I got them lined up pretty well, but I'm just going to go ahead and clip them so that they don't move while I am fidgeting with the staple. Probably should have used that one on the other side. So just put some binder clips on there. Just going to line this up with my mark. And the other side. So I got my staples in, take off the binder clips, and I'll show you the finished book. Go ahead and burnish this edge as well. Get everything laying down nice and flat. So when you open your notebook, let's zoom in a little bit. So this, you have your cover. When you open the notebook, you should have a blank page, just like a regular book. When you open your first page, you should have your tip in or fold out. Week 1, week 2 with its fold out, week 3 with its fold out, week 4 with its fold out, week 5 with its fold out, week 6 with its fold out, week 7 with its fold out, week 8 and 9, and then the end. So that is how you do it. Again, the fold out only goes with 1 week. So again, this week has its own fold out. This side. This side goes for the next week. And that is how you put that together. If you still have questions, please comment below and I will try to help you further. And I will also include a link to these inserts. You can also check out my shop at Scrapcraftastic.com for other inserts. I'm also on Etsy. And that's it for now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.